Hello, everyone. This is Godbound with the Gauntlet. This is a session 1 of 2, and we are here to play a game of Divine Heroes by Kevin Crawford. And let's start by talking about what the game is. This game in particular is about. You will be fighting a cult. That is the main gist of this game. Any is there anything you guys want to explore or not want to explore? Remember, there's the X card. Just do this, type X, whatever you need to do to if you're feeling uncomfortable or need something written out for whatever reason. So, like I said, anything we want to uh, put out right that we do or do not want to see? Nothing? All
I
right.
haven't played this before, so I don't know what to expect.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much it's pretty much high powered D&D. So, um let's start with uh we've made most of the characters off air be- just to save you guys the pain of having to watch us bumble through that. Um, but we decided to do facts last to sort of decide what the world is gonna be like be in this in like in this game. So, who wants to start by by stating their origin, for example?
I can start.
Yeah.
I am playing. I'm Brian. I'm playing a character named Nessos, and he comes from a city on the plains, um, and before he knew that he was touched by the divine, he was a traveling priest. Um, kind of was sort of a business-like approach to the whole thing. But he enjoyed his job, and it paid the bills, and he really enjoys interacting with people, and sometimes telling them what they want to hear.
All right. Do you have relationship, or do you want us to get back to that?
Uh, if you could get back to me on that, I'm still trying to
All
figure that
right.
out.
Who wants to go next? All right. Richard, maybe.
Sure. One second. So don't. I am Oniris, and I'll be. I am. My words are knight and alacrity. I started in the Empire. I think in the setting it's just called the Patreon Empire. Um,
We're not doing the default setting, but
yeah,
whatever.
but
It's
yeah, come
but
from
it's whatever.
a big empire.
Big
I
empire.
was a slave tutor.
Alright.
And I think relationship I would have with other former slaves who were into rebelling against the masters.
Oh, so you rebelled?
Yeah, I think I had sympathies with rebellion.
Okay, that makes sense. Um, let's see. Let's see if Asher or John, either of you.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm starting to get an idea.
All right.
Uh,
Yeah. Sorry.
it's okay. So I think I would be from a place in the mountains. I think it's called the Sun Empire.
All right.
And then I would probably be like a tutor or a scholar for like the army. I think like it's a
Okay.
very militaristic society.
All right. And
Um,
your relationship would be with them specifically, with the military.
I'm not sure how that works, so I haven't really
Just
thought
write it
about it.
down. It's not. It's just it's more for the GM to know like what to throw in occasionally. So it's not super. As long as it's written down somewhere in your
Okay,
facts, then
I
it.
think I'll do that once I know who everybody is, right?
All right. And John.
Okay. Let's see. I am playing Barton Pigeon, who was, before he was struck by whatever he was struck by, was a actor in a seedy traveling theater company.
Okay.
And I think he came originally from, I don't know the regions, but he came from a small city, trading city, kind of port city maybe. But he hasn't lived there in a long time because he's just been traveling around with this troupe. And I think that the relationship probably would be with his troupe, other troupe members.
All right. And Nessus, we're back to you on relationship.
My relationship is with a continent-spanning organization called the Travelers Aid Guild, who help people, foreigners, immigrants, visitors, tourists, whatever they might be, as they enter new countries and need a place to stay, need to find work, that kind of thing.
All right. Cool. Do you have any ideas on how to tie your characters together? How would you know each other?
Well, now you're asking the hard questions.
I see a lot of like Greek or Roman sounding names, so I'm
That's true.
guessing same country maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Like, is the Sun Empire and the Empire the same empire, or are they different? Let's decide that.
That's a good question. Maybe.
Is there slavery in the Sun Empire?
There could be. I was imagining it more like goblin-y from like Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
So that's great.
I think if I'd had sympathies with the rebellion, I might be eager to get away. So if I've gotten out of enslavement, then I might have just gotten out of the country.
Oh, was your character a slave?
Yeah, I was a slave tutor.
Oh, okay.
I was somebody who was tutoring somebody,
Oh,
or who
I
tutored
see.
children in the household.
All right. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you meant by slave tutor. All right.
Yeah, maybe I met you at one of the guild stay-over spots or something.
All right.
Like, there's something about this Oniris. He seems really dangerous.
All right. And
He never wakes anyone up.
all right. I see there is a relationship with Sir Alan.
Yeah,
can
so
you elaborate on that?
Since I said he was like teaching, the relationship could be someone that he tutored. So.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
All right. And I see that their name is Brandis, so I'll keep that in mind.
My character's name is Sir Alan. I don't think I said that.
Yeah, I said that, so yeah. So yeah. Anyways,
So Asher, your character knew somebody who was tutored by Nessus? No, by
Oniris.
Oniris.
I think he meant that he was tutored by himself.
Oh, he was tutored. Okay.
Like Sir Alan tutored Brandis, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Oniris was a tutor for slaves. That's
Yeah.
Or
different.
I was a tutor for the household, but I was a house slave.
Okay.
So here is another question. Why are you going after this cult? It's the cult of the Soaring Eagle. Why
Oh.
would your character go after them?
Oh, good question.
Let's
I
start
think.
with whatever. Whoever wants to start, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say call out a name, so
Okay.
I could say I think that this makes sense. I think my character Barton was heard about this cult and is going after this cult because it reminds him of a role he played at one point of um, Soaring Eagle, uh, like sort of a despicable scene from a play that he was in.
alright.
Mhm. Onaris might go after them if they had kidnapped or hurt people that he had known in his previous life,
Alright. Let's say they have.
especially people who used to be rebels.
Alright. Cool.
Yeah, I think Nessos has heard that for the last year, people have been disappearing from way stations. Travelers have been disappearing from the road, from hostels, and he's tracked it down to the Soaring Eagle cult. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they're doing that, but obviously they need to stop.
Alright. And Sir Alan's reasons?
I think that he's like tired of teaching, and he wants he's been teaching war and things, and he wants more like real world experience, right? So he's going after these people to like learn more and put theory into practice.
Alright. Cool. You guys okay with taking a 5-minute break here?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool. And for the people in the broadcast, it's just we were just doing character creation. You guys didn't see it, but we were. So 5-minute break.
We're
We'll
working
return
hard.
at 9. Right. All right. You guys here?
All right.
All right. Waiting on the rest. Let me unmute John. Oh, no, never mind. He unmuted himself.
So, John, I was thinking if your acting troupe went, did traveling shows at all, maybe you stopped at some of the Traveler's Aid facilities from time to time.
Oh yeah.
Ash, are you there? I see. I hear him. All right. So, I should have done this earlier, but I does anyone have a village name in hand? If not, I'll go to a fantasy name generator.
What's up?
uh, do you have a village name or a town name that you can think of?
Well, we have the Imperial capital in the Sun Empire, right?
Oh, I meant like a town name. I just need a name.
Like of a little village.
Yeah.
Five minds just seal up. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Atmos.
Okay, great.
All right.
Right.
Awesome.
Right. You're in Atmos. You've heard that some of the cultists are here, or whatever lead has about the cultists has brought you here. Um, w- I'm g- I'm gonna be very straightforward. I'm just gonna say you're all in the same tavern. For whatever reason, you are now in the. You all booked the same tavern, and you're also um and you're and you basically booked it to stay for the night. It's late evening. um so what are you doing right now? Let's start with Oniris. You're muted.
Sorry, I was muted.
Sorry. Yes.
I think if we're in the same tavern, I'm going to go see Nessus and see what he has learned about the cult and sort of start keeping an eye in the tavern's common area for anyone who looks like they might know something or something might be up.
All right. So I'm guessing you're all staying together, or did you come in separately?
Well, we're all in the same room, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Whether we're all sitting at the same
All right.
table. I don't know.
All right. So let's start the scene at the table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are at the table chatting about what you know about the cult.
Mhm.
And you and yeah, apart from what I've told you, what like you you know that there's been kidnappings, right?
Right.
Right.
And there's been and you hear or not you hear someone enters the tavern that you that they look very pale, very like they haven't eaten in days,
Hmm.
and they stumble over and they say, "Help! Can someone help?" And
Yeah.
they basically burst through the door, trying to find for help.
Yeah, I'll stand up and grab the guy and sit him down.
All right,
What's going on?
cultists in the mountains.
Oh,
Ooh.
what can you tell us?
Uh, I can give you the location of the hideout. I was just there, and my cousin is still there.
Mm.
Can you guys come help and save him?
Yes. Is this the Soaring Eagle cult? Do they call themselves that?
I don't know, but they're still they're there. I don't know what call it is, but it's there.
Okay.
Had you been kidnapped as well, or
I barely managed to escape.
Are you from around here? Was the kidnapping around here? Or did they bring you here?
It was around here. Yeah.
Another town name.
Oh no.
I think I'll like pull out a
Ness,
map and be.
Nessus, you know something is off. He's not telling the truth.
Oh,
Mhm. Because of
that's
your
interesting.
gifts.
Right. So I'll give the three of you, a look. And I'll say, what's your name, friend?
Cassius.
Cassius. Cassius, we want to help you out, but I feel like you're not telling us everything.
Well, there's a cult in the mountains.
Right. And
Can you show us on a map?
Yeah, and yeah, I'm guessing you have a map and you show him, and yeah, he shows the exact location of the cult.
Because he probably doesn't want to go back if he just came from there.
Might be a trap.
I ask you, who's the leader of this cult, Cassius? Who scares you so much from this cult?
I don't know. There's just a bunch of the cultists are all scary, and that is a lie.
Interesting. Cultists are not all scary.
Is Cassius sort of he doesn't have any weapons or anything?
No, he looks like he was really captured and pretty much ran here.
Maybe he was brainwashed or something.
But yeah, the location isn't far from where you are. It's actually pretty close by.
Are there others, or is it just your cousin that they're holding?
There are others.
How many?
I'm not sure.
Did you see?
How many did you see?
I'm not sure.
How did you escape?
Yeah, at this point he starts like trying to think of a good story. Like they the the shackles, they were the ones that have helped me, they were too rusted. They were very rusted, and so I managed to pull myself out and sneak past them.
If we
And
go
that's
there,
bullshit. That's bullshit. Just so you know.
If we go there, will you come with us?
uh,
Who are you?
uh, yeah, I can come with.
That's interesting too. Yeah.
I assume Nessa's you're kind of giving us that look
Yeah.
throughout.
Something
And
is
now I'm
definitely
just
wrong.
suspicious.
Well, I mean, if they want us to come to them, that's foolish on their part. maybe we can find an alternate way into their like their base or fortress or whatever it is. What kind of is it a cave you said?
Yes, it's a cave in the mountains.
Okay.
It's a cave.
Well, we
Should we-
can do reconnaissance, right? Like we don't have to go in.
Right. Yeah, we
Right.
can definitely check it out.
All right.
Can we get a hold of some horses or some
Yeah, that's
mules or
fine.
something? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, you scout the area, I assume.
Yeah, as best we can.
The surrounding area does not seem suspicious. It's just, and you do find where, and he does tell you where the cave mouth is supposed to be. It is hidden, so because obviously you don't want to, cultists don't want to this,
Right.
tell everyone where they are. But yeah, upon further inspection, you would find that the cult is definitely there, or at least the entrance to the cult base.
Yeah.
And is it just open, like you could just walk in, or is it like are
It's
there
hidden.
barricades and it's hidden?
It's open-ish.
Just like some shrubs or something in front of it.
Well, it's more. It seems that they're relying on the fact that it's well hidden.
Have we taken Cassius with us?
Have you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We want to take Cassius with us.
All right. So you're at the. So I'm guessing you're at the entrance.
Yeah.
All right. What do you do?
I'm thinking we should like start a fire or something. Like try to get them out to come to us. Right, like smoke the place out.
It's a good idea, but it might hurt the hostages. If in
Right.
fact there are hostages. I don't know.
But it wouldn't kill them or anything, right? It's just smoke.
Except that if the smoke, if the fire were outside, they might retreat deeper into the cave.
Yeah. We weren't able to find like an exit or a second entrance.
Yeah, I was going to ask if we should ask Cassius that. See if he says anything.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything about a second entrance.
Traitor. Yeah. Well, I'd like
might
him to like
be interesting-
map it out for us, right? Like we have the map.
Right. Well, I was
You
going to
draw
say,
it.
Barton, if you can, we could sort of leave Cassius behind. If you can imitate Cassius.
Oh yeah, I totally can.
Or I think Barton and Nessus both be able to do the masquerade thing. Where you can appear as Cassius. And I mean, I'd be willing to sort of pretend to be your captive or come back with you.
Yeah, that's. I think that's a good plan. I would also ask. I'm going to ask Cassius. Who is this cousin of yours? Like, what's her name?
Her
Len.
name is Helena. he and she is and he gives the description. It's of course it's not relevant and not true.
Hmm.
But we've not let on to him that we've not let on to him that we don't know that we know he's not telling the truth.
No, not directly. I told him that I thought he wasn't telling us everything. But I
Right.
didn't call him a liar.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see.
Well, if you want to pretend to be the captive, I can throw together like some handcuffs for you too.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be
Artifice for you.
useful.
All right.
Um,
So, what's the plan? Cassius as a captive, or rather, you guys pretending to be Cassius as a captive, or what?
I think it's one of the two of them pretends to be Cassius,
Alright.
and then I pretend to be a captive, just to sort of get a sense of if we can get in.
All right. But as far as the story goes, Cassius is a captive. He just escaped.
Right,
Yeah,
right, yeah. But we're seeing how they respond when he shows up again. I think would try to see if they respond aggressively to him.
Yeah.
Right. I suspect
All right.
not.
Or if they act like they sent him away. And if things go badly, I'll just put them all to sleep.
I mean, that's true. So, who wants to go in?
I'll go in. I'll do the. So I want to do the. What's it called? Perfect masquerade. Yeah.
Right. That will cost 1 effort for as long as you keep up the masquerade.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And Maria, how does effort work? Does it just like it's
Alright.
invested as long as you're using one of your gifts, and then
Yeah.
you get it back as soon as you stop using the gift?
For gifts that say commit effort, for
Okay.
there are some gifts that say commit effort for the scene or the day, in which
Oh,
case you
right.
have to commit
Okay.
for the entire scene or the entire day.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
No
So you
problem.
can't use those at the same time? Is that the idea?
It's more like you get out a single use of that gift for if you commit effort for the day or the scene, depending on the gift.
Okay, but I
it
could
just
use a
says
different gift.
But if it just says commit effort, the gift is active as long as the effort is committed.
Okay.
And we have 2 effort.
Yes.
And
So we
what's
have-
the second column of that's 2 and 2?
Yeah. Oh, influence. Influence. Let's not get into influence. That's
Okay.
another thing. Yeah. It's kind of
thank
like
you.
Dominion,
Cool.
which we're not gonna touch into that too much.
Mhm.
But yeah, who wants to be the captive?
I'll be the captive.
All right. So Nessus walks in as Cassius, and Oneirus walks in as a captive. You enter the base. It is dimly lit, typical cult stuff. It is also smells not that bad actually. But you go in and you see a couple of guards basically, and they let you go, and they don't seem to do anything to stop you or anything.
Oh.
I say,
yeah.
please. He's brought me here against my will.
the guards
Silence,
ignore you.
captive.
I look in fear at Nessus as Cassius.
Yeah, the guards do nothing.
Please don't. Please. So there's just these 2 guards in the entryway, correct?
Yeah. Well, there's the entryway, and then a bit onward there's the 2 guards, and then
Okay.
there's another hallway deeper
right.
into the cave.
So we got the info that we wanted. Cassius is actually a member of the cult. Should we go ahead and take these guys out?
That might draw more attention. I'm assuming this is a flashback to where we had this a little conversation a little more.
Yeah.
That might draw attention to us if we immediately take them out.
Yeah.
I feel like Cassius is our hostage now, right? We could just take him and use that as leverage.
But now we just need to get back out of the cave, back to you guys with this discovery.
But there's also the 2 guards there.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to hide for just a few minutes, maybe?
Yeah, I was gonna say I can just go flesh his shadows.
Oh yeah.
Which I just turn into a shadow.
That's very useful.
And then try to sneak back out that way.
So are you gonna turn into shadows in front of the guards?
I was gonna wait till we kind of go around a corner or find some let's go into the cave and find some place to sort of pull aside. Then we can give it a 10-second pause, and then you come back out as Cassius, and then I follow you as a shadow.
All right, good plan.
Yeah, that works.
Or we can do the me and my shadow soft shoe routine.
Either way, it works.
Yeah.
You're back out.
Okay, good deal. So
meanwhile, while you guys were doing that, what were the other 2 doing?
I have the best course, so I think I'm trying to get information to figure out what the best way to take this cult out is, right?
All right. The best way to take the cult out, that will cost you an effort.
Okay.
You want to take the cult out? You're gonna have to take out the thing they're worshipping.
The thing they're worshipping, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most logical explanation. Like, if you want to take out the cult, you have to prove that their god is not as big a god as they think they are.
Okay.
Do we know? We don't know. The eagle, maybe,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, the Soaring Eagle.
Right.
Yeah, that's better than the floating beholder or any number of other terrible sounding things. I mean, it's an eagle. How bad could it be?
Until we find it's just a beholder with cheap eagle wings.
Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you talk to Cassius while waiting for the others to return, or?
Yeah, I think this is
Or no?
Sorry. I'm not there, so.
Yeah.
I think I've just been kind of sort of reciting different parts of weird plays to him, sort of messing around with him, trying to get a reading on him, poking him with my spear and sort of
poking him with your spear.
Dull end.
All right. I think that's a roll. I'm not sure whether it's and you're trying to get information out of him. I guess charisma check. So let's go to our first roll.
Awesome.
Yay.
Yay. All right.
So is it like a D20?
Yeah, it's a D20. Yeah. Barton will roll a D20. And try to get 11 or over. That is 11 or over. Yes, not 20.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
You guys see? Oh, there it is. Whoa, that's good.
Yes.
It took a while for it to show up on my end.
All right. So yeah. Sorry. So yeah, So what kind of information are you trying to get by prodding him?
I'm sort of teasing him, and I'm pushing him to like, who are these people? You know what's it like in there? You know who it is. Who are you? Who are these? Who's your leader?
All right. So I guess you pressuring him enough to speak. Um, he says that I think that there's some weird angel thing that
Hmm.
they're worshiping. It's weird.
An angel thing.
But we know he was one of the worshippers, right? Or
And
does he not believe anymore?
Well, you can't tell if he's lying or not because Nessus isn't there anymore.
you don't really have a sister, do you?
Cousin, you mean out of character?
No, I was in character.
Oh,
But,
sister? I don't have a sister. I have a
mean-
cousin.
oh, right, a cousin. Shoot, sorry, that's my mistake.
Yeah. All right. So you see the other two come back at this point, I guess.
All right. I'll drop the disguise.
I'll
Alright.
reappear.
Well, and Cassius looks at you because I'm guessing you didn't actually say this part of the plan to Cassius.
No.
No.
I think it's the exciting thing is finding out that we've tricked him.
Yeah. So he's like, "What?"
All right, Cassius. It would be really helpful if you gave us a map of the inside of the layout, and show us how to move around, because obviously you're a member of the cult.
I don't have a map of the inside. He really doesn't have a map on the inside.
Right.
He
But,
came in rags.
Yeah, that's true.
You've clearly been in there before. You could draw us a map of the inside if you wanted to.
I don't want to though.
So I think we'll put the handcuffs on him now, right?
Yeah.
Switch over.
Alright.
From fake Cassius to real Cassius.
Alright. So yeah, you put the handcuffs on him. It's not a big struggle. Alright.
What's the plan, Cassius? What are they waiting for us in there?
Get more people?
So they're just recruiting?
I guess.
They're recruiting people
Yeah,
to fight them? I don't know.
Did
Yeah,
they,
he definitely knows more than he lets on.
Cassius.
And he obviously has no idea that we have this sort of special gift.
Well, he just saw one of you transform from him back to normal, so
Okay,
so he kind of is aware
mm-hmm.
at this point, at least.
So I mean, I guess they could just be running a scheme to kind of like lure people into the cave, just any random people to try to, induct them.
Barton, do you think you could get him to trust us with your infectious passion?
Oh yeah.
Just to believe very strongly in us.
All right.
Help us get inducted into the cult too.
All right.
Yeah, that's let's see. Yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, because it's like ant poison being pulled into the colony. We could let's see. We could we should prepare. We should do something that like prepares them. That thinks we're like the second coming or something.
All right. Are you discussing this in front of Cassius or no? I'm guessing not. You're
No.
so. Are you
I think
gonna go back to
all I said
tavern
out
or-
loud was, Barton, can you get him to trust us?
All right. I'm gonna like. Are you gonna go back to the tavern and discuss this, or are you just gonna have Cassius captive in front of the cave, or what's the plan?
I think we can sort of keep Cassius captive near the cave if everyone else agrees.
Yeah, I don't want to head back to the tavern necessarily. I mean, we're here. This could be our.
This could, yeah.
All right. So
Is this in terms of like in order to speak in front of him, or just as a place to stash him, like while we do like actually a maneuver?
yeah, I'm gonna say there's a place you can stash him while you guys speak.
All right, good. Yeah.
Okay, so should we present the idea of like an allied divine spirit that would that they've been waiting for, or should we just simply make it more like just basic trust, like Cassius trusts us and he would convince them to trust us.
I think just basically trusting us right now, because we don't know what they're up to.
Mm-hmm.
And we want them to not resist us. I mean, if you wanted to, well, I mean, both of them are committing effort. So fashioning a friend is more direct with Cassius. But infectious passion should be useful for getting the whole cave to sort of, or at least a significant amount of the cave to.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting to see.
Or if we can't get them to just trust us, it'd be great if they were just gullible. Just increase their general trustingness.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how you get more people. You have to trust them first.
Yeah,
That's right.
I think that's doable with infectious passion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that,
This would be amazing if we come out of here with a brand new cult for ourselves.
right.
And a free bird.
Hey guys, this bird.
Alright. So I'm guessing you spend the effort to do infectious passion on Cassius.
Yeah.
All right.
To instill intense trust and loyalty.
All right. So yeah, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I lied to you. You're the second coming, right? You're avatars of the Soaring Eagle, right?"
Yeah, we're here. I mean, yeah, like why are we waiting around? We're here to bond with you guys.
All right. Let me show you guys in that case. And yeah, so now you go inside the cave, go past the guards who let you in because they're infected.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excellent.
And lo and behold, you end up infecting most of the cave, if not all of it.
Dude, that's
There's
fantastic power.
Well
there's
chosen.
a good there's a good 36 to 40 people.
Wow.
How many prisoners?
Any?
No actual prisoners
Oh.
that you can see at least.
Does it seem like there are people that are? I mean, everybody's kind of seems to be on the same page.
Yeah, it seems so. And you do see like they're basically giving you a tour of the whole thing by at this point. So
That's awesome.
all
Good power.
right.
So where's
So
the beautiful bird of yours?
bird.
The angel.
Oh, the angel is but one of the manifestations of the soaring eagle. Yeah, let me show. Let us come.
Okay.
And so they bring you to a room, and you will see inside an angelic being, which angelic could also mean terrifying as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, it's it has wings. That's all you can really tell from it.
Right.
Other than that, it's like this massive thing. Like it's the type of shit that it's indescribable horror that thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Have we seen things like this before?
Unless you've actually done a bunch of stuff related to gods and demigods and stuff, not really.
Okay.
Mm.
Like I'm guessing since this would be your first real adventure, so not really.
Right. Right. Okay.
And I'm gonna say at this point your infectious passion isn't gonna infect more people. So so yeah, this creature is, I think best course is going to, like, Sir Allen thing gets an effort point back for best course because it's the end of that scene. Infectious passion, I think enough time has passed for that. Um but yeah, there's this big thing, eldritch thing in front of you. Um what
Can
do
we
you
find?
do?
I want to find out more about this cult. Like, what do they believe? What's the mythology around it?
Alright. So you're
Like,
just gonna, are you gonna ask the eldritch thing that what the cult is about? Or what are you gonna do?
I think I would ask the people like as we were walking in.
Oh, okay.
Right, like we're the second coming. So what was the first coming?
So the idea of this cult is that there is this creature called the Soaring Eagle, and each cult member is actually a has a piece of its soul, or it's their souls are each a piece of their bigger Soaring Eagle soul, and this creature is the container.
Ha.
Wow.
Man.
I don't quite have the spirit of deception others do, but I will genuflect in front of the big powerful creature.
You're doing what?
I'm gonna just sort of go to one knee in front of the big powerful creature, and look to Barton or Nessus to actually start talking, or Sorellen, or somebody who knows what to do. Because I'm really good at disappearing and occasionally at hitting things.
That might come in handy soon.
Yeah, but I don't want to draw too much attention right away.
I have transmute, so I was thinking of like turning some of the cave into like gold, right? Like to show that we're friendly, right? Like we bring good tidings, you know.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
Yes, let's have whoever has the best charisma give me a check.
I've pretty high.
Yeah,
Alright,
go for it.
go for it.
So you're just trying, when you do a check, you're just trying to get over the check number?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I
Equal
thought.
or over.
Equal or over, okay.
And it's rolling a d20.
Yes. That is equal or over, yes.
Yeah.
Charisma. Alright. So, yeah, you give the Eldritch thing a bunch of gold and that you transmute it, and yeah, it seems to be pleased. It doesn't really speak, it just seems to be pleased.
Man, I wish there was some way to send this thing back from whence it came.
Are we? I mean, if I sort of meditate on this thing, am I getting any messages from it, like sort of extrasensorily?
Not really. It's just like it's not really psychically saying anything. It's just weird.
It's like a reservoir of this soul spirity stuff.
Yeah. As far as the gold thinks.
And is it sort of ethereal? Like, is it sort of like half in this world and half out of the world?
Yeah, sure. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Well, we know from Sir Roland's previous use of his power that we are supposed to target the thing that they're worshiping.
Or rather, that is the easiest way to get rid of the gold.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think I'll give the gold to the cult, not necessarily the the thing that they're worshiping, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, they're gonna give it to the thing they're worshiping anyway, so.
Okay,
I mean, but then again, what is an eldritch thing gonna do with a bunch of gold anyways?
that's
Right.
true.
Dragons always seem to want it, and they don't ever go to the store.
It's not a dragon, it's an
That's
angel.
true.
Alright.
Well, let's see.
Can we trap it somewhere? Right, like I would want to get the cult away from this, right?
Yeah, should we get everybody out first?
I'm not sure how.
I wonder if should I address it, like ask it a question?
Give it a shot.
Big. Too risky.
Barton, I think you're. If anyone can do it, you can.
I believe in you. Oneros believes in you. Do it.
Let's see. Maybe I'd ask. What is your power? No. What would I ask it?
What is your power?
What is your what is your name? I'll start with that.
That's a good place.
Great one. And I will roll.
No need to roll. It's just a garbled mess.
Oh, no.
Unintelligible.
But does it willingly give the answer?
Yes, it willingly gives out the answer. It's just you can't say, like, you don't know what the fuck it's saying.
But are we getting any like sense of aggression from this thing?
Not at the moment.
Are the cult members interacting with it at all? Like, is there any sort of like kind of ritual that like ongoing or serving thing, like where they bring it stuff or anything?
Yeah, there is.
They're like feeding it and
yeah.
Uh-huh. And it's fleshy, like it's like a living. It has a body.
It's both. Yeah, it is fleshy. It is ethereal. It has wings. That's about most of what you can tell.
Like if you shot it,
If you
would it
shot,
be hard?
it might
Yeah.
bleed, but I don't know. It's up to you.
When it answered Barton, did we all hear it like audibly, or was it in
Yeah,
his head?
you all heard it
You heard
audibly.
it? Okay.
I think I'd like to ask what it would want of the people here.
Or you could ask the people that. I guess. What does this thing
It's
want?
let me see if the knowledge person has any way of knowing, or if there is a knowledge person. Yes, there is a knowledge person.
How did this thing even end up here?
Intelligence.
All right. I think it's gonna. It's like each time it speaks, it seems to be trying to communicate, but it doesn't come out right.
Okay. Are there parts of words in it, or is it just utter gibberish?
Half and half.
Okay. So it's like it's trying to form words, and we're hearing like pieces of words, but they don't all come together.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Okay.
How does the cult communicate with them?
Yeah.
If you can ask cult members around, and they would tell you that there is a someone who comes in occasionally, who will is basically an interpreter.
Oh, that's interesting.
Interesting. I'd love to know if that interpreter is interpreting the angel honestly.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I saw Nyrus also has a move to talk to people in dreams, right? I wonder if that would work.
Right. They of course need to be asleep. I mean, I can try to put the angel to sleep, but that seems like a hostile.
Let's see. Can you put the angel to sleep?
We could just stay here till nighttime, I guess.
And it's.
I mean,
yeah, that's and that's only for lesser foes. I can't put.
Yeah, it's only lesser foes. That thing is not a lesser foe.
Right. And I don't know if it I'm guessing it may not sleep naturally. I mean, I don't sleep naturally.
Right. Yeah.
And we're sort of at a weird position because it's not aggressing us. So like normally we would just like there wouldn't be any time to kind of debate, but
right.
But like, do we? I mean, do we want to just purely try to dispatch this thing, or are we interested in where it came from, and like, would we want to even try to like ask, like, sort of somehow like kind of cross over to wherever it comes from and like explore that? Or
I think I would be interested in that.
I'm a little curious because it may not be I think this thing may have been kidnapped by something else. I mean, it may be the fastest way to get rid of the cult, maybe to dispatch it, but this thing may not be at fault in this.
Yeah.
Or it may have some purpose that it's not able to communicate.
And is there like an elder or something, like a head cult guy? Person?
Yeah, there is.
Let's talk to this person.
Yeah.
Is it a man or a woman?
It's a man. He's been the one, like, well, apart from Cassius, he's been the one who's been or who's been actually guiding you through the thing. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's give him a name called. His name is Valen.
Valen?
Yeah.
So can Valen tell us how the Soaring Eagle got here?
How did it get here?
Yeah.
It was the Soaring Eagle was always here. It just its soul got shattered into thousands of pieces.
Oh, interesting.
And each of you has a piece of the
So yes,
soul within you. Why are you trying to bring people here?
we are trying to find people with the soul.
How do you determine that?
The uh what's it called? Sorry, the thread mistress tells us which ones are the correct souls.
The thread mistress.
Is she also? Go ahead.
Is this like
Yeah, she's the interpreter lady, by the way.
Okay.
I wonder if this is this tied to the whole kind of structure of this world where the heavens, the gods have sort of split and broken off, like all fragments have been taken and
It's not connected to the default world, so this is a completely different world.
okay.
As an aside, yeah.
Yeah. So they're not looking for like pieces of the gods in order
Correct.
to
No.
aggregate them and gain power.
No.
Yeah, I would be curious to how this started, right? Like, why did you lie to people about keeping captives?
Because people would not want to join us willingly.
But you got us. We seem willing.
We almost ran up here. Yeah.
Does the thread mistress leave this place, or is she always here?
She's not here. She has stuff. She has things to do most of the time, so she occasionally comes in.
So was she here last night? Is that why you were recruiting people?
Not specifically last night. That's just our usual routine.
Does it work especially well?
We find people occasionally.
Uh-huh. And everyone here has a part of the soul.
Yes.
And once you assemble the entire soul back together, what will you do?
Give ourselves to the Soaring Eagle.
Give yourselves to the Soaring Eagle. And what will the Soaring Eagle do with you?
Bring salvation.
Well, no wonder they're having trouble recruiting people.
I know, right?
That seems like a bad idea to sign up for that. Do you have any way of knowing when the thread mistress will be here next, or where we could find her?
She's fickle. We do not know.
Damn. Guys, what should we do?
Do we want to try to travel with the thread mistress?
Yeah, if we could find her.
Oh! I thought this eldritch thing was the thread mistress.
No, the eldritch thing is the Soaring Eagle.
Oh.
Yeah. Thread mistress is like the woman
interpreter.
That she translates and she sort of is able to pick out the people that have shards of the soul inside them.
But
so that would be.
Is the Soaring Eagle always here, or does the Soaring Eagle?
Yeah, it's always here.
It's always here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, these guys should be. They could be making a mint with a tourist business. Like, this thing is always here. They could be charging money.
Yeah.
That's. I mean. That is one possible thing that they could be doing.
Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should put up a confession. That would.
And they could find more people.
I
No
know
one have to pretend to be
That's-
attacked.
No,
True.
like turn the Eldritch Horror into a tourist attraction because why not?
Well, it's like it's holy, but it's also kind of fun. Like it's like seeing a Virgin Mary on a pancake or something. It's both of those things at the same time. You know.
I like
Alright.
the
Except the
orchids,
pancake
so,
actually has the Virgin Mary on it, not just an image.
Right. Like exactly. I
It
mean,
is manifested in her entirety on the pancake.
Oh my god. Anyways,
I suspect this thing may not be as the thread mistress may be so I think if we can go aside and talk where we can talk freely.
yeah, they let you do that. They trust you.
I'm suspicious of this thread mistress.
oh yeah.
I think that the soaring eagle seems to be something she has trapped or found or ensorcelled.
Yeah, or exploited.
And these poor fools do not seem to know what they are doing, or that she is going to use them in some terrible way.
Yeah, I mean, do we have any sense of like, I don't know, just that this energy from this thing, like, does this soaring eagle like give off anything? Like, is there any risk from it?
So you don't sense any hostility, I wouldn't think. Like it's not like it's dangerous in the sense that it can fuck you up, but it doesn't seem like it wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Does it seem like it knows where it is or what it's doing?
You can't tell.
Okay.
Oof.
Alright.
It's like having a deadly jellyfish in a tank.
Alright. So they do. The cult offers you like quarters if you want to stay the night, or wait
Sure.
until the thread mistress comes.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, you saved all their lives, Barton. We would have totally gone in there and killed at least 2/3 of them if you hadn't
Yeah.
done that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Alright.
wondering if that's a good thing. Like, are the shards unique? Like, do they need certain people, or do they just need a certain number?
I think
Good question.
maybe we can go back to chatting with that kind of head priest.
Yeah,
figure?
it's certain people. Like specific people have like parts of the soul.
Okay, so then like
Yeah.
holding someone as hostage would work really well.
Like, how can we get them to? How many more cells are there? Of the-
Souls or cells?
Cells.
Like,
Like how many more groups like this are there, like scattered across
Oh.
the land? Is this the only one?
They say that this is the only one.
Oh. Does it seem like they're being truthful?
Yeah, which is bizarre because you could have sworn there's more.
Maybe they don't know.
So, but yeah, they're being really friendly and all, and yeah, you have free beds.
Great. I mean, I love their sort of communal setup. I just don't like their philosophy. It's
All right.
they can't be grabbing people for this against their will.
Right.
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean, what do you guys think? Should we wait for the thread mistress and
You know, I think one thing that would be interesting to do is like while we're if we spend the night, in these beds, is to kind of like just have a conversation or two with random people and get a sense of if anybody is sort of there against their will still, like, or if they, if we find people who are who express doubts or like wondering why they're there.
All right.
Yeah, good idea.
No need to roll. There's a few that they're like, yeah, I'm I'm glad to be chosen, but I'm not sure what happened to the rest of the people who weren't chosen.
Oh boy.
Since we don't know which ones are the correct souls, we just take whoever.
Right.
And you obviously, I mean, I'm just speaking to this person.
Yeah.
You think that there are people, random people, could or could not have a piece of this soul in them already.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're casting a big net.
Yeah. So if it's okay with you, let's fast forward. Like
Actually, I was going to say I'd like to do
no.
some things while we're sleeping, or while we're pretending.
Oh.
Well, I'm pretending to sleep.
Yeah.
You guys are sleeping.
Yes. Yeah, and then after that we can fast forward, like when you meet the thread misters, which will be like a week or so from now.
Okay.
I can just tell you, like I think what I'd do is just kind of spy on the dreams of the leading members of the cult. The first thing I want to do is spy and see if the soaring eagle sleeps in dreams. If not, I suspect no, but I just want to make sure I cover that ground.
Holy crap.
Um.
Yeah, spy on their dreams.
The soaring eagle does not sleep.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So in case I would like starting with the high priest, I want to kind of go through
All right.
prominent cult members and see which one of them, and see what their greatest concerns are. I know their location. I just want to know what their concerns are.
Yeah, their concerns are. Their main concern is what happens to, what's gonna happen to them. What's gonna happen to, what happens to everything else, because it seems that the goal of the cult is to restore the soaring eagle, but they don't know anything really about the soaring eagle other than
Right.
it's gonna bring salvation and whatever. And it's just their biggest real concern is, what does this mean?
Okay. What when they say salvation, do they have a concept they're trying to be saved from? Is it just like a miserable life? Is it a
It's more like heaven, where it's not,
Okay,
where it's
yeah.
more like abstract.
right? So it's an afterlife salvation.
Yeah.
They want to make sure they go to the right afterlife.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's all I got to do.
And am I right in understanding that they are trying to, that the angel, the soaring eagle, who's in the cave, is like somehow incomplete, and they're trying to collect, like when they get sort of a critical mass of people with shards of souls, this eagle, soaring angel eagle, will take on a fuller power or something.
Yeah, that is the belief.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The only other thing, Maria, is during this time when we're, living the cult life, I want to make absolutely sure they don't make any, runs for additional people while we're there.
All right, that's no big deal.
Okay, good.
All right. So
I also have a word far off, so I can I was just wondering if I could get any more information from like things I've read. You know,
Word far off. Let me read that one.
commit effort for the scene. Know what's going on in a particular place or community.
Which
Or
one?
anything.
The town? Atmos?
I mean, I was thinking of the cult, but I don't know if there's much more to find out. Like it
No,
sounds like
there's not really much more to find out, honestly. Yeah.
okay.
All right.
It's worth a try.
So a few days pass, about a week, and you see what the thread mistress come in, and let me see. All right, and she seems she's elegant. She dresses like the cultist, but not but like fancier.
Uh-huh.
It's like even fancier than the high cultist. It's like she's basically the boss, more so than the high cultist himself.
Right.
And she goes in, and she sees you.
What's her reaction to us?
She's like, "Oh, who are these the new recruits?" And yeah, they pretty much say, "I guess, yeah."
Yeah, I think it was just more like friends.
All right. All right. I need to see if you are part of the Soaring Eagle. And I will roll a die.
Oh yeah, what happens if one of us is?
Dun, dun, dun. Then we have our captive.
Alright. She does some sort of ritual with each of you. And she turns to Seralin and says, "You have the soul."
Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
look at that.
I knew
Well, that's
I
great.
was part of this cult.
I know, a week in this place, we're starting to get kind of.
Alright. And then she says to the rest, you all can come with me. And
Oh
she's
wait,
to the rest.
I
To the
don't want to
rest
be
of you.
separated.
Oh, you should follow us, I think.
Okay,
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
can sneak along behind, that would
but I
be...
don't have these sneak moves like you do.
That's okay. There's going to be.
You have a decent
Forward.
dexterity there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're pretty dexterous.
the cult seems happy to find another member, but they're not gonna pay much attention to where you're going from now.
Okay,
But do the rest of you follow the thread mistress?
Yeah, I want to know what they've been doing with all the
All the
No.
people that don't have the soul?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's find out.
I mean, they told us that they're going to like a nice grassy field. They have plenty to eat. They can play and run. But I'm
Right.
skeptical.
Farm upstate.
Yeah, I'm very
All right.
skeptical.
So you go to one of the to a room that the cult did not tell you about. They did not know about this room, probably.
Okay.
And she tells you to go in.
Aren't you coming in with us?
Yes.
And it's just her. She doesn't have any because nobody else knows about the room, so it's just her
Yes.
leading us.
Yeah.
Uh,
It is a dark room.
yeah, I'm going to lower my spear and say, Thread
Do
Mistress.
any of you see in?
I mean, I see in the dark.
Okay. You see a bunch of corpses in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Thread Mistress. I offer my arm. Please, join us.
Yes,
Yeah, I think
I
I'll
am
wait
coming
outside
with
with
you.
her till she
And
actually
yeah, she
joins.
actually steps into the
Okay.
room as well.
All right.
What is with all the corpses?
Corpses? You
The
see
corpses
corpses?
all around us. There. And I describe some of the people to her.
So you're all in the room at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she hasn't closed the room because I guess you wouldn't let her, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So, corpses. Yes.
Yes.
Both those.
About that. And she turns back. And she was facing her back at you guys, and when she turns around, she has the face of a demonic creature.
Ha.
Haha.
And yeah, it's like she is going to try to murder you, so let's go to combat.
All right, let's murder her first.
Yes.
This is way better than trying to murder a,
A nice person.
creature, machine, impenetrable, not
Cool.
hostile, can't understand it. Yeah.
What do we
Alright.
do to start combat?
All right, let's see what. All right, so y- what do let's see, it's there's no initiative, it's players go first.
Okay.
Oh,
So which
Awesome.
one of you wants to go first?
Oh,
I said I was sort of right there by her, so I will and I can see her.
Yes.
So I'm going to attack her with my greatsword.
All right.
Nice.
That is her AC is 3, so you add your base attack bonus
Right?
plus your.
Plus the die roll plus 3.
Well, actually, it's your attack bonus period, not just base attack bonus.
Right. Yeah, it's the plus.
But
It's the 3 that I have for my sword.
yeah,
Plus the die roll plus. All right.
plus another 3.
Plus
So,
another 3. Yeah. So that is a
yeah.
22. So it's over 20.
It is over 20, so therefore it is a hit. Roll your
Awesome.
damage.
Ha! It is a mighty 3 damage, the minimum I can do because I am being nice to try to get her to surrender.
3 damage means that it basically
It's
does
a
1.
1. Yeah,
It
it's a
ones.
1.
Because how this works is that you consult a chart to see how much damage you actually do.
Oh,
does she have any armor or magic or
It's
something?
AC. It's AC. So
Okay.
it's armor class. So all right. It's all anything that isn't read straight is you consult the chart.
Hmm.
It has nothing to do with armor.
Okay.
And the chart, I will go find the chart.
okay.
Alright.
Barton, Sir Alan, when you guys want to go?
Yeah.
Right.
I think I would shoot her because I'm like between her and the door, and then I have a gun,
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
a rifle. I don't know where AC is though.
That was a bit, yeah. 1 or less is 0 damage. 2 to 5 is 1 damage. 6 to 9 is 2 points, and 10 or more is 4 points
Right. Okay.
for damage at
Interesting.
least.
Okay.
So yeah. All right. It's basically without having to calculate AC or hit dice and shit, because it actually uses hit dice for hit points instead of rolling hit dice.
Mm.
So if they're not a godbound opponent, they
Yeah.
just keep losing a hit die.
Yeah, it's basically instead of calculating hit points, you go. It's their hit die because it's a bunch of it. Just imagine it be like a bunch of hit points that you're taking out at once.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Like common mortals have like 1 HP, but it's really hit dice.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So,
So does Sir Alan add 2 then to fire his rifle? Is that how that works?
it's So Sarah Allen has a 2 plus her AC, which is 3, and plus the and then plus the die roll. Try to get 20 or over on the
Okay.
die.
So I'm rolling a d20
20. Yes.
and then plus 5.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I rolled a
And
2.
that. Yeah. No, that doesn't hit. All
No.
right.
Big
Next
noise
up.
though.
Barton will take a spear and try to like jab it from nearby.
All right. Roll.
And that's a d20 again.
Yes. And you have an AC of, or a hit. With the spear, you have 1 because you have 0 strength, so it's a +4, so that does not hit.
Ooh.
Nessus.
Okay, I'm gonna step back so that I'm kind of probably closer to Saralin over by the door, just to make sure that she can't try to split on us.
Yeah.
And can I fire my my composite bow at her?
Sure.
All right, that's what I'll do.
Let's see. It is 3 plus 3, so 6.
Where is that other one coming from? That second number?
Her AC. You
Oh,
add
her
the
AC.
opponent's AC. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So +6, right? Okay.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna roll this blue 20-sider here.
Yeah.
Did it rain? Did it? Shoot, I can't tell if it worked.
I don't see it change, so.
Yeah.
How do I can reuse it, can I? How did you do that?
Yeah, just select it and then click the green
Yeah,
reroll selected.
reroll
Oh, reroll
selected,
selected.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Technically, there's a double click, but it's hard to
Oh,
like.
okay. Yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
Yeah.
That is a hit. Yes, roll your damage.
Okay. My damage is D8 plus 2.
Roll a d8. Plus 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna move this die.
Submit.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So 9.
9, so that's 2 points. Almost got into 4 points, but no.
Ah.
Now it's her turn. She will. She. You see that something is trying to grab you, and something will grab you, and can everyone give me an evasion roll?
Evasion.
That is,
Okay.
so we
You-
for that we try to roll over.
Your evasion, or equal
Right.
to,
Okay.
which is
Equal to
13
our-
for all
okay.
of you.
Oh.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Do we add our
that-
dex modifier to that,
No,
or is it already?
no, you
okay,
don't need
no.
a straight roll.
Okay.
Okay. It's all right. Yeah, got it.
All right.
I failed. Yay.
No.
Who got
I
it and
made it.
who failed?
14. I made it.
I've got just a 4, so I didn't do well.
All right. Whoever failed takes. Let me roll. Takes 6, which is converted to 2 damage.
What's the nature of the attack?
It is a bunch of strings coming after you, and
Oh.
basically trying to garrote you, or
Ooh.
chop parts of you like that. All right, let's go back to the top. Oneris.
All right. I'd like to smack her again with the
With the great sword, yes,
With
that
the
is a
great
good
sword.
idea.
and I did even better this time for a 22 again.
right.
And then I'm gonna try to do better on my damage this time.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's an
Yes.
11. So 4 points or 4 hit die of damage to her.
Yes, that is good. All right.
Nice shot.
All right. Sarah Allen.
I'll do the same thing. Try to hit it with my rifle again.
All right.
So it's
Plus,
I rolled a 14.
plus your 2 plus your 3. That's barely misses.
Oh,
So
All right.
stupid rifle.
Stupid rifle. All right.
I don't have to worry
Let's
about
go
ammo
to-
or anything, right?
you don't need, like, you don't have to worry about ammo. So
Okay, cool.
Barton.
Okay. I'll try the spear again. I might cast a spell of sorts, but I think maybe for the time being I'll keep fighting.
Cast the spell. I am so confused as to how you'll cast a spell, but okay. All right.
I would well.
Hmm.
Oh God. Nothing.
No. Nessus.
all right. I'll do the same thing. Just to be clear, though, we aside from the gifts that we have, we can't do anything else as far as channeling our.
No.
Okay.
Well, you can use miracles, which is for a day. It basically means you can use any gift that you don't actually have, that
Oh, okay.
like imitate another gift or whatever. But it basically bumps the cost to 1 effort for the day.
Okay. All right. Cool. Rerolling now. Let's see.
Yes.
17.
What
plus-
is that
yeah.
3 of clubs doing here?
So it's 23.
All right, 23. That is a hit. You roll your damage.
Okay. A second. 5 this time.
So 5 translates to a 1, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, she is heavily damaged, but not dead.
Mm.
And it is her go now. So, going for Oneris since he has the biggest sword.
Actually does damage.
Wow.
All right, let's see. Hopefully you won't die from this.
It is a great sword.
All right, your AC is, oh god.
It's 5.
These are different attacks, by the way. Don't get scared.
Yeah.
1 misses. The other 2
Okay.
hit.
All right.
All right. Let me clear those out of the way because they're probably disgusting to you. And that's red straight.
Okay. I'm down.
You are down. You are now at Divine Fury.
And what does that mean?
Or yeah, it is on combat, page 21.
Okay.
So you immediately gain hit points equal to half your maximum rounded up, and
Okay.
bonus effort equal to your level.
Okay.
And immediately freed from any magical effect that is binding or constraining them, whether mental or physical, for the duration of the fury, and cannot be controlled or bound by magic. Blah 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 blah. If you and when it lasts for a number of
So essentially, I do this for 1 round, and then I become utterly helpless for 5.
yes, and if you get hit again after that, you die.
Okay.
For good.
Oh my god.
All right. So it's your turn.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's you.
Is there any sort of visible representation of Divine Fury?
You can describe it.
I think for well, I mean, we're already in darkness except for the light coming in from the door, and I think I
Yeah.
just become a darker spot.
All right, that works. You become advanced darkness.
I become super darkness.
Super darkness. All right, super darkness. Give me your attack roll. Her
Yeah,
AC is
this
still
is
3.
my AC is still 3. Or her AC is still 3. Sorry.
Her AC is
Yeah,
still 3,
yeah.
so you need a 14
I
or
can't
higher
use.
to hit.
No, I miss.
Oh man.
So I'm
All
just
right.
gonna try to. I'm gonna try
So
to back away from her.
Yeah, and fall to the ground.
Yeah.
All right. And it's Sir Alan next.
All right, so I think
Yeah.
the rifle's not working, so I'm gonna go with the rapier, like run towards her and attack.
All right.
But I think that's the same mechanic.
It's the same mechanic, yeah. And
I got a
it's
better
the
feeling
same.
about it though.
So I know I didn't do any better.
All right. Back to Barton.
I think I'd better try the crossbow. The two, I mean, the spear has 1 versus 2. I assume that'll be
Yeah, the
better.
crossbow is better for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess you back off and try to shoot her with the crossbow.
Yeah.
I am okay. Roll for party.
So 9.
Where's his 9? I don't see it.
Bottom of the.
Oh, all right. It is hidden. All right. 9 plus 2 plus 3. No, that does not hit. Nessus. It is. You should probably try to save this person. Aneros.
Yeah.
Or Aneros. Yes, that's his name.
All right. I will throw the bow over my arm and run in and try to grab Nearest and just get away from her.
All right. That will be an evasion, I guess, from the strings for everyone, I guess, except
That
Aneros.
automatically fail.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it doesn't affect Aneros because you're being held by Nessus is gonna try to help you.
I'm doing a
So
fireman's carry. Yeah.
let's not be an killer GM right now. All right. So everyone make a an evasion saving throw.
Hey, I did well. Got a 19.
17.
Wish that was the last roll. I could have actually done damage.
And
It's
Barton.
always that way.
Ooh.
Barton does not make it, so he takes in. All right, that is 2 damage.
Man, I thought when you started talking about the divine fury thing, you were going to say something like you will become more powerful than anyone could possibly imagine.
No, it's just it's basically a last breath or
Oh yeah.
last chance to kill this thing before it kills you.
Oh man.
If you have combat stuff, that extra effort really helps. But since I don't have any kind of combat-y, I mean, I could have shadow stepped away from there, but I didn't want to leave you guys.
Yeah. All right. So I'm guessing. What do you guys do now, Sir Alan?
Still attack, right? That seems to be
All right.
what we're doing.
Because Nessus I'm guessing Nessus is heading out the door.
I am, but I mean, only until I can get
Yeah.
get him to safety, and then I'm gonna turn around and fire my bow again.
All right. So you're attacking with your rapier, or what weapon?
Try to distract her from Nessus leaving.
All right, cool. Do that.
Get her in the eye.
Get her in the eye. That is a good idea.
All right, I'll aim for her eye. And it's a
Hey, it looks
magical
good.
rapier, so
There you freaking
finally.
go.
Yeah.
Finally, roll your damage.
I do D10 damage, so it's really good.
Wait, how do you? Oh, hammer hand. You're right.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
commit effort. It's actually D10 plus 1, and it's okay. So roll.
Did you take the effort away already?
Yes.
Okay.
Hammer hand. That is a 6, so that kills her.
yeah, dude. The eyeball shot was a success.
Good idea.
All right. So yeah, you freaking killed this demon that almost killed Oneros,
Oof.
and now the cult is staring at you.
Look,
That's
it was a
the question
demon.
right there. All right.
Nice.
Let's go
Hey.
to experience,
All right.
Nice.
because let's actually give you some experience.
Thank you.
All right. I'm not gonna deal with Dominion because fuck Dominion, seriously.
Yeah.
Where is that where it is? Fuck. Advancement and rewards. There we go. Experience points. All right. One experience for just showing up.
Yay.
Yeah.
The all right. Did you succeed in the adventure?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's another point.
Okay.
Did you engage a serious test of your abilities or a situation that would have been beyond you or could have been beyond you?
I think Oniris
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
All right, that's a third point. And that is looking at your. Where is the advancement table? You need 3 experience points to level up. So you level up! Yay!
Hey. Awesome.
So now you're level 2 and most of the shit is calculated automatically. So yay.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. Tick, 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 tick. That's neat.
I'm gonna change you guys to level 2 because yes. Okay, you did that. Alright.
Oh, that was for all of us. That was not character by
Yes.
character. That was okay.
That was for all of you, yes.
Yeah.
Now we're second level demigods.
Yeah,
That ain't bad.
How many levels are there?
10. But it gets harder to get to the higher levels. Technically, we didn't do Dominion, which is another thing we were supposed to do, but I don't want to deal with that, and it's open table supposedly, so it's hard to deal with Dominion in open table. So
That's true.
Yeah. Mhm.
I'll just assume that my empire of youth hostels and way stations is doing well.
Alright, I want to do quick Roses of Thorns if everyone's okay with it before we
Yeah, sure.
stop.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna start with Thorns. I am going to say this is a bit slower than I wanted, but also I didn't know much of what to do, honestly, so it's
Mhm.
turned out like the fact that it was kind of slow and more investigation-y, I guess, turned out okay, even though that's not ideally how I would do it, or not how not how I would do it because I clearly did it that way, but more, but more like not how I would want to do it.
How you envisioned it, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Let's start with Asher, or just follow with Asher.
So Thorns first.
Yeah.
I think my big thorn is just that it's a new system, so I was learning how to play and things. I just felt like I never really knew what I was doing, you know.
All right. Brian?
Yeah, I mean, I had a little bit of an advantage having played a lot of like older school D&D and stuff, which is, you know, I mean, I haven't had descending AC in a long time. It reminded me of, you know, like being in college.
Wow.
but you know, it took me a while to like get my mind around the gifts and stuff. But
Mhm.
you know, once we all were on the same page and we had the actual book downloaded and you showed us what the page to be on, and it was just like boom, boom, boom. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, probably the same thing. Just a new system. It's just getting used to a few new things and the facts that you know we're more powerful than what I'm used to. You know.
Oh yeah, because OSR you like Oneris would have died pretty much the first turn,
Right.
for example. If it
But
was like actual OSR, I'm
yeah,
guessing.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Um,
John. Or sorry, do you
no,
have
no, that's
anything
good.
else to
Yeah,
add? All right, John.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, it's. I mean, I don't want to. I want to think of something, add something different. But I mean, one of the strongest is just simply. Yeah, it doesn't really matter either. Like having a sense of the dice rolls and that ascending AC. Like I was clueless about that. But that doesn't matter in the least. I and I'm also just getting used to this, all the dynamics of even the online thing with the different tools and everything.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, that no major thorn other than that for me.
All right.
Cool.
Richard.
I didn't have any significant thorns. There were like, you know, just getting used to the system. But like, I think like Brian, I'd played enough of old D&D in the past couple of years that descending armor class didn't throw me off, and I knew about Target 20 and stuff like that. I had not read enough of the rules to know about the damage chart, so that kind of threw me at first. But otherwise, I think yeah, I didn't have any thorns.
All right. My rose is I like how you handle the cult.
that was fun.
Yeah, like it's like despite being the encounter that would have probably not killed Oneros.
Yeah.
It's good to see that creative use of gifts, especially for a party that isn't a fighting style party.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
good we didn't attack first because we didn't do so hot. Like,
all right. Asher, what's your rose?
I think I just like the setting. Like the having like a eldritch horror monster as like a god was really interesting. I think I didn't really
Yeah.
think about that. Like I didn't imagine it like that, and that was really cool. Like melding different genres and stuff.
Brian?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the Soaring Eagle a lot. I've been sort of just looking into artwork on angels and some of the interpretations of them. And I mean they're not human, you know.
Yeah.
So I thought you did a really good job of portraying the otherness of it, like it was truly alien. And we were really like, what are we supposed to do with this thing? Like, do we attack it? Do we leave it alone? Do we move it? Like, you know, it
Move
was
the angel, yes.
right. You know, like, so yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself.
John.
Yeah, I would similarly. I would say, yeah, the depiction of this kind of thing that's like from another world. That's not just simply like a fury that's just going to, you know, just tear you to shreds. Like a sort of a thing from another world that's just in repose was really fascinating. And I also I loved your sense of like the macabre and sense of humor at the same time, and your occasional swearing was really
funny.
Don't worry, I swear a lot more. Like when I actually talk. Alright. Richard.
We're both from the Northeast, so roses for really swearing.
Well, actually, technically, I'm not from the Northeast. I'm from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but I'm not
yeah.
either. But we acclimated. We acclimated.
Yes, true.
But I definite roses for both the hard combat. That was good because it that I got very overconfident because I had a couple of good rolls, and that is a something to watch out for when you play OSR because dice can turn on you pretty quickly. And that I appreciated the fact that you didn't flinch there because I would have been tempted. But I also just I think it's a great choice of system. I really had a lot of fun. I'd been wanting to play it for a while, and I really appreciated you putting it on the schedule and offering it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you guys for playing. Next session is in 2 weeks.
Cool.
And I hope to see you all there. I mean, you're all signed up, so I hope to see you all there.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Great.
All right.
Thanks,
you
everybody.
for
Well,
hosting.
thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brad.
Let me stop the broadcast.